There have been a lot of comic book movies throughout the years. Some really good, some truly terrible. Today we're going to talk about those truly terrible ones and talk about the 10 worst comic book movies of all time.
And in a joint effort, so to speak, all of these Sony Villainverse movies, I don't like any of those movies. They all suck. Some are worse than others, admittedly. So, Madam Web, and I would say the three Venom movies.
And Morbius and Craven.
Morbius is absolute dog shit. It is fucking unwatchable. I mean, those movies just they exist purely for the purpose of keeping the rights, but man, they're bad.
They really are. I mean, you're going to make an entire Spider-Man Villainverse without mentioning or having Spider-Man appear once. Yes, Spider-Man was mentioned at the end of Venom 2, but that was fucking lame. That did not pay off at all. And all the other ones, Craven was not great. Venom: The Last Dance introduced Null and then never used him. And as an after credit scene, knowing it was the last movie. That's fucking terrible. It's laughable. And then there's Madam Web and Morbius, which is meme to high heaven and is just kind of one of those movies that's just so bad that some people find it a guilty pleasure, but they're awful movies.
Yeah, this is my fear for Clayface, that
Absolutely.
Batman never shows up. That would be worst case scenario.
At number 9, we have the Crow remake that came out last year. Sure, if you watch this movie not knowing the story of the original, I can kind of get why you like it, but if you know the story of the original and then watch this one, it's unwatchable. It's cringy, it's goofy. They take the story that they had in the original and kind of just boil it down, remove all the heart, and just say these two are they just have super lustful. They're just drink and do drugs throughout the entire movie instead of being in love and enamored with each other and truly caring. As it was just terrible. It was so poorly written.
You know, everything they've done with the Crow since the Brandon Lee movie has been absolute dog shit. I don't know why they made sequels to that movie and they all bombed. They were all like straight to VHS or DVD. And when we heard that they were remaking it, they'd been trying to remake this movie for years, probably more than 20 years. At some point, it was, what's the dude's name that plays Rocket Raccoon's voice?
Oh god, I can picture him. Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. At another point, Jason Momoa was attached to I mean, all sorts of people have been attached to this project, and there's been all sorts of scripts. This movie, it's got a good
Shouldn't
lead,
have been made.
but it shouldn't have been made. I mean, it is absolute fucking trash compared to the original Crow, if you will. I mean, that's a cult classic movie.
And not to mention, that's Brandon Lee's legacy. You can't improve what happened, especially with the stories, what happened on that set. Remaking it's pretty insulting.
Yeah, the story here just doesn't make any fucking sense. It's convoluted. It's cheesy. It's corny, as Griffin said. I saw it, and I'm telling you, if you maybe you can kind of get into it if you haven't. But even then, I think I've talked to people that are like, dude, that movie fucking sucks. And these are people that have never seen the original Crow. But if you've seen the original Crow at least once in your life, and then go into watching this one, it is fucking unwatchable. And then it just gets worse. At number 8, Dark Phoenix. Fuck, man. Fox proved a lot of things. Among them, that they cannot get the Phoenix saga correct. They tried. This is their second attempt at it. The first time around, it was absolute garbage, and part of that was too many storylines going on at once. Here, the dude that had never directed a live-action movie, who was essentially a screenwriter on the X-Men movies, they gave him the reins of the kingdom. Why? Fuck, who knows? But I guess lesson learned. This movie sucks hard ass.
Yeah.
In the previous movie, they gave us something we had been wanting for years, which is more comic book accurate suits. We got them for like 30 seconds at the end of the movie, never to fucking be seen again.
X-Men loves doing that to us.
Fuck them. And then here, they're just wearing... I get it. There's a comic book run where they kind of use these suits. It doesn't make it any better. These suits suck. And the story just blows ass. Like, at some point, it was rewritten. The Shi'ar Empire was going to be heavily involved. But then something to do with, I guess because Endgame was coming out and it had a lot of stuff in space. I still don't get that. It was changed. There's still some sort of aliens in here, but it's not the shit. I don't know. This movie fucking sucks.
Weird. Yeah.
You could tell The Jennifer Lawrence, God, man, if there's ever been an
They
actress
killed her in the fucking trailer.
there's been more done with the character, it's this broad. Yeah, she dies in the fucking trailer, so you don't even have to watch the movie. The movie sucks.
The marketing sucked.
It's just a bad movie. I mean, and you can tell, like, most of the actors were like, fuck, we're obligated by contract to come back and do this, but we don't fucking want to be here. Maybe McAvoy. You could tell that McAvoy was like, yeah, I'm still Professor X, but like fucking Fassbender, everyone else was like...
Yeah, they really phoned it in.
It's horrible. It was fucking bad.
Yeah,
and
the acting.
Sophie Turner's not a bad Jean Grey. The script, the writing, just blows ass.
Yeah, I don't know how the same studio could write such a great animated series and then give us this. It just makes absolutely no sense.
Different writers, man.
Yeah, I mean, everything Edward said is absolutely true, and he even makes it sound like tame. It's really terrible. They just have like the obligatory Quicksilver scene. They have terrible writing, and instead of having Genosha, they just have this
The Sandlot
hobo commune or something where they just have like metal panels up for housing.
Dude,
I watched this recently and I regret it.
If any of you have ever seen The Sandlot, great kids 90s movies. That chubby redhead kid's like on every 90s movie.
Yeah.
You know, they play baseball at a sandlot, right? Well, essentially, instead of getting Genovia, that's what we get. We get fucking Magneto just like showed up to the sandlot and was like, yeah, this looks like a place I can rule. He's like, and he's proud of it too. He's like, yeah, the governments of the world like gave this to us. I'm like, couldn't come up with anything better. It's bad. He's back to wearing... I don't know. Magneto's switched helmets in this franchise. I don't know how many fucking times.
Every single movie.
In X-Men First Class, he wears a pretty cool one. In Days of Future Past, he for some reason it's tattered, it's old, busted up. Even though it's only been 10 years. Here he goes back to wearing the one from First Class, but it's black now for some reason, and Magneto's just wearing black shit because I guess we're back.
They didn't want to give him that costume.
We're back to where just being in all black is just cool as hell. This movie fucking blows. It is absolute dog shit.
At number 7, we have Wonder Woman 84. I have never liked Gal Gadot. I feel like I've said that enough times, and I feel like more people are coming to grips that she is a terrible actress. Yes, she did do well in the first Wonder Woman movie. That's kind of because the character Wonder Woman is kind of supposed to act like a little in wonder of the world, and that's just kind of how Gal Gadot is, because it's her first time really doing much of in this role, so kind of just acted natural. She is just a terrible actress, and the writing in this movie is somehow worse than her acting. Yeah, there's Pedro Pascal in here, but it still wasn't great, and we got the pretty much every single superhero trope you can get rolled into one movie, and they had this body snatching scene just to get Chris Pine back that was terrible. I hate this movie so much. I don't know how this is one of Max's or HBO Max's most successful movies during the pandemic. This movie's terrible. It's so bad. I can't think of a single redeeming thing about it. It is just...
Gal Gadot's beauty.
I still just don't like her. Whenever she's on screen, I'm not a fan. It's such a poorly written movie. It makes no sense. And it's just so boring. The CGI isn't great, and a lot of the special effects, like, she full-on flattened a kid when hitting pavement, and the kid just walks up and doesn't have a scratch on him. It's a terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. I am a fan of Gal. I think she's top 3 most beautiful women alive. I could watch this woman sell soap for fucking hours on infomercials. Let me just get that out of the way. But I agree with Griffin. There's no hiding it. Her acting, I hope she takes acting. I hope she's taking all this criticism to heart, and she's like out there like, because you could always improve your craft. You know, it's not like if you suck at something, you could always become better. Practice does make perfect.
Yeah.
But there's no denying her acting is just bad. The movie is. I was waiting for this movie forever. I'm a big fan of the first film. It's one of my favorite movies. It's really enjoyable. But from that one to this one, same writers, same directors, same lead actress. I don't know what the hell happened, man. This movie's fucking bad. The villain is a complete, utter moron. That's not Pedro's fault. Pedro, I think we've established, although I don't think he's perfect as Reed Richards, there's no denying the guy's a solid actor. Yeah. I've been following his career since Narcos all the way to Game of Thrones. Everything the dude's done, I've been there for it. We're big fans of him on Mandalorian. And he's right. Don't shave, Pedro. That's just not the look for you. Everything from his suits, the over-the-top fucking fluffy hairdo, it was bad. And Griff's right. I mean, you get this like stone that's got magical powers and creates wishes. Why not just make a good wish? Like, hey, I just want Steve Trevor back. Not have him take over someone's body. I didn't get that one fucking bit. I don't think she raped him. I think people that are like, oh, he raped him. Grown-ass man banging one of the hottest women on the planet. I don't think there's a problem. If that was a minor or vice versa, then yeah. But I mean, these are two adults. And trust me, that guy didn't mind one damn bit. That's not the issue. The movie just sucks. It's boring as fuck. Cheetah's there, kind of. We get her at the last 5 minutes of the film. And the whole reason she's there, I mean, it's just, fuck. The story's boring. Doesn't really go anywhere. The stakes are never high.
It's long, too. I also wish it wasn't a period piece. I don't know why it just didn't take place after their current movies. I don't know why they had to
It didn't make any sense that it was a period piece because, again, Bruce Wayne and Diana Prince established in BVS, you've been in hiding for fucking 100 years.
Yep.
You haven't done anything for 100 years, so this breaks canon.
Yeah, she was on TV.
Yeah.
Stupid
it's
bullshit.
Dumb as fuck. It's pretty fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if you haven't seen it, don't watch it. It just keeps getting worse. At number 6, Joker 2, Folie or whatever the hell.
Fuck that movie.
It's hard. This movie, Joaquin Phoenix did something, and Todd Phillips did something great with the first Joker movie. It was enjoyable. It was intriguing. It was very psychological. And there was absolutely no need for a sequel. And even Todd was like, yeah, I'm not going to do a sequel because it would rip me. Well, I mean, money talks, I guess, because they just threw a ton of money at him. And he was like, yeah, I'll write a sequel. I had the feeling it was never going to be as good as the first one.
I think it was gonna
and
be
then Lady Gaga got cast as Harley Quinn, but only in name because she's not really Harley Quinn. And I was against that. I was like, we already have a perfect Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, who is right out of the comic book pages, out of the animated series. Why do we need to go? And I knew, knowing Lady Gaga, that she was going to try to like change it up and make it obscured because she's an artist. And I remember set pictures, and I remember telling Griffin and a couple other friends, I was like, that shit looks... I have seen people go to a fucking pharmacy and pick out a better Halloween costume than what this looks like. And at the moment, they were like, oh, it's taken out of context, give it a shot. I was like, I'm telling you guys right now that it's going to blow dicks. And this was before I knew it was even confirmed that this was going to be a musical. When it was confirmed it was going to be a musical, I knew then. I was like, oh, man, fuck this so movie. And sure enough, this movie is...
It's dog shit.
Dog shit. There are courtroom scenes, and it's, musical. It's utter dog shit. It's whatever you thought... Everything that was established in the first one just gets thrown out the window in this one because now Arthur's like, yeah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should stop being the fucking Joker. And so Harley Quinn's the one that's like obsessed with the Joker. So she was like, I hate that you're trying to stop. I gotta stop talking about this movie. This movie's stupid as hell.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad when you know that at the premiere that the actors are caught whispering how terrible the movie is. It's terrible. Didn't it be a musical? And honestly, this is like a 2-hour movie, and you could have it be a 20-minute episode of some TV show and still tell the same exact story. There's so much filler, so much fluff, and the Joaquin Phoenix isn't actually even the Joker. The Joker kills him at the end of the movie. It's fucking stupid. It's so dumb. It didn't need to be a musical. It didn't elevate the story in any way. It just made it drag, and the courtroom scenes are terrible. It's such a poorly written movie, and it's almost like a fever dream. I don't know why it was made. I don't know who thought of this, said, okay, yep, pen to paper, wrote it, and then someone read it and said, yeah, green lit, let's go. Why? Like,
I don't like James Gunn. I think I've proven that in most of our videos. Well, he had already taken position when this movie came out. And yeah, he threw this bitch under the bus because he was like... That was before we came on board. Like,
as he should.
You're co-CEO. I don't blame him for that one, though, because I would have been like, yeah, I was not a part of this hot shit. I was doing the same thing. But it's bad when the people that run the studio are like, yeah, that shit, we didn't touch that.
And he loved The Flash, allegedly. It's worse than The Flash.
Yeah, a lot worse.
And then at number 5, we have Green Lantern. There's a lot to say about this movie. One, why was the costume CGI? It looks terrible. It looks awful. This movie is so bad, Ryan Reynolds tries to make a joke about it every single time he can. He makes a joke about it in every single Deadpool movie. He made a joke about it in a Mint Mobile commercial. It is so bad. And we all know that in Rise of the Silver Surfer, Galactus was a cloud. Apparently, the writers of this movie fucking loved that. Because then they made Parallax a cloud. Which also just makes no sense. I don't know how the embodiment of fear is a cloud. Let me know in the comments, is anyone afraid of clouds? Like, that's not a fucking thing. The only redeemable thing is Mark Strong as Sinestro was probably the most redeemable factor, but still, it's a terrible movie. Writing's bad. Taika Waititi's in it. He forgets he's in this movie.
I forgot he was in this movie.
Yeah, Jack Black was supposed to play Hal Jordan at one point. Without
a ring. Without a fucking ring.
That somehow would have been worse than what we got. Which is crazy to say. It's terrible. This movie is supposed to set up a franchise. It really didn't go anywhere. It was forgettable,
supposed to kick off the first iteration of the DCEU or whatever the hell.
Yeah, and I'm kind of glad it didn't. This is why we haven't seen Green Lantern since. It's because this movie did so poorly, they don't even want to try.
Yeah, man, at some point, he's walking around, flying around, and I don't know who came up with this fucking idea, but the costume we all know, as Griff said, is CGI. Well, at some point, he's essentially just wearing, like, fucking socks, because you could see his little toes in black and green, which is... I know that's a minor gripe, but it's dumb
so
as...
weird.
The mask looks fucking ridiculous. Ryan Reynolds has admitted he's apologized for this film. At this point, he's the new George Clooney. But he has said, he was like, man, one good thing did come out of this fucking movie. I met the love of my life, the mother of my children, which I guess is cool because, I mean, you know, a lot of people don't like her, but Blake Lively is a gorgeous woman. And if this dude met the love of his life and he's happy with her and they've got their children, he even put on the movie for their children. And he says that even they're like, that's bad, daddy. So that's pretty cool that he could laugh about it because...
Yeah.
When your movie's shit, it kind of hurts your ego. It hurts who you are. But Ryan's like, man, I got to brush it off. I mean, it's just shit movie. I read the script. It's no one's fault but me. I wanted to make it work. It didn't. Well, sadly, it just keeps getting worse. At number 4, Hellboy, the David Harbour, Mila Jovovich version. I would just fucking call Guillermo del Toro, man. I seriously just would. I don't know why we didn't get his third fucking movie. He made 2 successful... Hellboy movies, and they're good movies. The cast is great, the story's good, and then we got it just kind of like stayed in limbo. Admittedly, they weren't box office hits, especially the second one, so I'm guessing that's why we didn't get a third one. But why the hell did we get this then? Because this wasn't a box office hit. This I did not see this in theaters, thank God. I saw this shit on Netflix about 6 months ago. It is fucking unwatchable. It is bad. It is, at times, everything from this movie. The villains, I should have known better. I mean, anytime, she's gorgeous, but very much like Gal Gadot, she can't act. And everything at least Gal Gadot's had successful projects. Everything that Mila Jovovich has been in, primarily the fucking Resident Evil franchise, they've all been dog shit. All of them have been dog shit. And she's been in other projects too, and they've all been dog shit. This is the 2019 version of the movie, and it is, fuck, man. Everything from the way Hellboy looks, and allegedly they try to go for a more comic book accurate look. I don't know how you could have improved upon what Guillermo del Toro did. That was pretty comic book accurate, but here, it's fucking bad. The CGI's bad. The story is for shit. The villain is absolute dog shit. I told Griffin, if you haven't seen it, don't fucking... I'm telling you right now, if you've seen the Guillermo del Toro movies, or if you even like the comics, don't watch this shit.
It's not worth your time. It really isn't.
It's boring as hell. There are times where you laugh, where there are scenes where you're like, that looks so fucking bad. It just looks... A YouTube fan-made film would be eons better than this shit.
Oh, for sure. Everything Edward said is absolutely correct, and I would even just... take it up a notch. It's spectacularly dumb. Like, this is the 4th worst comic book movie of all time, and there's been a lot of them. There's nothing redeeming this movie. I still don't think David Harbour was correct for the role. I think maybe if he was given better material, but I still don't. David Harbour's very hit or miss for me. I feel like more so he has been a lot better. But this is also 6 years ago when I wasn't a huge fan of him. I think he's gone a lot better, and it definitely shows.
He has.
This movie is just...
I like the dude.
Yeah.
But this is
Seems
just
like a lot of fun.
fucking bad.
It is. But the number 3, the worst DC movie of all time, probably by far, is fucking Catwoman. She is pretty much Catwoman in name alone. Halle Berry plays Catwoman. She even knows this movie's terrible, and she makes fun of it. She's accepted it. She even went to go accept her Razzie Award. It was one of the only actors to actually go and accept a Razzie Award. It's terrible. Forget everything you think you know about Catwoman in the comics, as it's not even related to that whatsoever. Again, she just kind of has this... If you're familiar with the character of Vixen, like where she has like this animal totem that lets her channel different animals, it's essentially that, but with cats. And it's cringy. It really... You pretty much have to be like blackout drunk to enjoy this movie. You have to be drunk or high out of your mind, as it's cheesy. The jokes, they make every sort of cat pun they could. And it's not even, like, tasteful, like Arnold Schwarzenegger doing Mr. Freeze stuff. This is, like, terrible. It's terrible. Because they take it seriously. It's laughable. It's... The more I think about the movie, the more my brain just kind of freezes and just says, this is so bad. Is there so many things wrong with it that I can't bring any of them up? Everything about it is terrible. The only thing that's redeeming is just Halle Berry. It's...
I wouldn't even say that.
Not even... not her in the role. Just her as a person, just accepting how terrible it is.
Yeah. So, Halle Berry, again, is one of the most beautiful actresses out there. She's just drop dead gorgeous. Let's just get that out of the way. And I don't think she's a terrible actress. A lot of people give her shit.
She's not.
I think she's done things that are enjoyable. I liked her as Storm. Mine is that stupid ass line.
That's not her fault.
Yeah, that's not her. But this movie is utter dog shit. It's just fuck Griffin for making me. So he hadn't seen Daredevil, the live action movie, and he hadn't seen Batman and Robin. So I made him watch those, and in revenge, he was like, "But you have to watch Catwoman." And I watched this movie. I hadn't seen it. I had avoided it for years and years. This shit's been out forever. And I saw the trailer back when it came out. I was like, skipping that shit. And then I met Griff, and Nerd Doctors happened, and he was like, "You gotta watch it." And I watched it, and I fucking hate it. There's a fucking scene in this movie where she gets on all fours and fucking drinks milk like a cat. Again, they're enforcing the whole cat-like behavior way too much. Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns drinks milk, but out of a fucking,
glass, like a normal person.
Yeah, like she does it over the top. She doesn't get on all fours and drinks that shit out of a bowl. It's weird. She's hissing at shit here in this movie. It's fucking... Oh, and she's... I don't know, man. It's bad. I mean, Anne Hathaway was no prize as Catwoman. I want to say that. Never saw her with the whip. Never saw her with the fucking cat because she's allergic to cats. They hired the one broad in Hollywood that's allergic to cats to play Catwoman. Again, just Catwoman in name. But this movie is... The villain is fucking moronic.
I don't even remember who the villain is.
It's Sharon Stone. I'll leave it at that. It's... Shit, man. It's fucking... This movie's way over the top. It's fucking ridiculous, too. Like, the suit... It's a combination of sexy and dorky as fuck all in one. Like, the cat ears... They kind of remind me of them little fucking ears that they give you, the mouse ears that they give you at Disneyland when you go. Yeah, it's fucking bad. It's
so bad. And somehow it's only
shit.
number 3.
Sadly, it's only number 3. Number 2's worse. It's not number 1, but it's fucking worse. So there's a little bit of explanation and backdrop to this one. So Fox made a Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck, and the only fucking good thing about that movie are the glasses that Ben Affleck had the prop department make him, because they're pretty badass. That movie's ass, though, and everything about that movie's ass. Everything from Daredevil's suit to Elektra being fucking blonde, because why not, and being played by Jennifer Gardner. And I've had this argument with anyone that tells me, "Oh, Jennifer Gardner's a great Elektra." You have taste for shit. And so, having said that, and that movie bombed at the box office, by the way, and I fucking walked out of there hating it. Then Fox is just like, you know what? Let's double down on that shit. Let's make an Elektra movie, because The one we just came out with, that one did so great at the box office, and so they did. And they make an Elektra movie, and this movie is worse dog shit than the Daredevil movie. It's fucking bad. And yes, there is a director's cut. And I sadly have seen both versions. And I'm telling you, there's a Daredevil director's cut that kind of slightly makes it a little bit more interesting. This one is, they're both just as bad as I mean, first of all, Jennifer Gardner, I don't think she's a bad looking woman. I'm not attacking her looks. I don't think she's one of the best looking women on the planet. But you could tell there's no martial arts background in her whatsoever. Again, these movies take place in an era where all the Jet Li movies were happening, where like it was all like wire work and stunt work, you know, and you did these outrageous flips. Griffin said it about the Daredevil movie. Gravity doesn't fucking exist in this universe. They do shit that you're like, that can't. First of all, it looks lame. The action sequences are lame. The suit that they give her, the thought behind this movie was like, oh, fans didn't like her in the first one because she was blonde and she's wearing black, and Elektra doesn't wear black. So let's give her a red suit. First of all, the suit looks stupid. She's got this like Bane thing going on. Not a fan of that. The villains are ridiculous. They're like over the top. The story just doesn't make any fucking sense, and you never feel a threat level. And you have the obligatory like good-looking dude who like likes her, but she's too much of a badass to like get involved. This movie is fucking.
Sounds like a bad Underworld movie.
Those are bad.
Yeah, it's very much on.
They're like a bad Underworld movie, but minus Kate Beckinsale, who's actually hot and kind of a badass. Here, it's just like,
I'm not a huge fan of Garner, to be honest. I can't think of anything I've seen her in besides Deadpool, Wolverine, Elektra, and Daredevil. I don't think she's ever really been a hit actress. The writing, as Edward said, is cheesy, and it's very... We say this a lot, but it's very goofy. Especially in a story that really shouldn't be goofy. I'm so glad that Marvel Television got the rights back to Daredevil and gave us a proper version of Daredevil and Elektra, as this was...
No one's happier
terrible.
than me.
Oh, yeah. I believe that. That number one, the worst comic book movie of all time, is still Marvel. It's The Marvels. This movie, I mean, God, what not to say about it? The writing is terrible. It's one of the worst villains ever. Plot makes no sense. There is a whole musical number for whatever reason. I don't necessarily think the acting in this movie is too great. I do like Amon Villani in it, but that's it. Everything else is just so bad that it brings this movie down to complete, absolute low levels. I never really liked the character of... Oh, God. What are they calling her in the MCU? Photon?
I think so.
Something like that. So it's the P. The character said several different names. I'm not a fan of her. I think it was really... A lot of forced conflict that really didn't need to be there. I don't think they need to revisit the Ronin storyline and then having this new villain played by Tom Hiddleston's wife, who sadly pretty much just kind of seemed to get the role because she's Tom Hiddleston's wife, and she was really, really bad. Super forgettable, and she wasn't really even... She was written to be this villainous antagonist, but she really wasn't really in the movie at all. And she didn't do anything, and she just kind of just grimaced and glared at them the entire time, then got her ass kicked. And the plot didn't make sense. Nick Fury was a joke. And I hate that. I hate how
As he has been for the last 4 projects.
I don't know 4, but the last couple for sure. I don't really like the Flurkin bit. It's just, again, the only redeeming factor is Miss Marvel and her family, but even though they do have that redeeming factor, everything else is so bad it just gets dragged down so far. It's just terrible. And we forget that they have the X-Men after credit scene that is stupid because I hate binary there. I just don't like that.
Yeah, this movie's dog shit. I mean, there's nothing redeemable about this movie. There's musical numbers that I get it. There's a purpose according to the writing for it, but it shouldn't have been there. The acting is bad. I've defended Brie Larson. I like her. I think she's very good looking. But here, the acting's not great. The writing is horrible. The story makes no fucking sense. The villain is flimsy at best. It's just a really, really bad movie. Out of every movie that we've mentioned, this is truly, in both of our opinions, this is truly the worst out of the 10. It's just no no fun in this movie. I mean, there's no point in this. Even Bree's new suit, I'm like, how did we go from the one that we got in the first movie to this one? Like, what happened? Did the budget drop? I mean, it's
I have
just
no clue.
it's fucking bad. It's just a little too over the top. It's way too cheesy, and it doesn't make any sense. The worst part of this movie is absolutely the villain. I 100% agree with Griffin. I didn't know who this broad was until she took on this role, and yeah, it's very evident that the only reason that she got this role is because she's Tom's wife, and she's not good even in this role. She got her 15 minutes of fame. She should have rocked it, and it wasn't. It could be the character's very badly written, but also she didn't have much to do, and when she does show up, she just gets her ass beat. So
yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
Quasar was written out of this. He would have been really fun to see. I don't know why they wrote him out.
because Tom was probably like, "Hey, my wife needs a job."
Yeah. There are a lot more terrible comic book movies, and let us know which one's your least favorite. Thank you so much for watching, and despite this, we are a huge fan of DC, and there's a lot of drama going on over there. And just in case you haven't seen it and you get caught up, we do a video catching you up on all the recent drama at DC Studios with James Gunn.